My never say ma PENDREAM TV there o see them yopo
another way. The day come mention what here for na mention Zubilaisha yache na Mr. Kumsen about Juma because recently we share other platforms and the energy na the way move around na you could see clearly say he's very passionate and concerned about Ghana progress. But we use opportunity when I'm on about so we have decided to sit over here fear to observe, but he has decided to be a critical participant always and always, or share the views. And I think being able to mix the present with the past, it give you a wider perspective. Who said the name is it? So may use opportunity when I'm born about so. Dumsor situation. I could do a you see, normal respect exists between government and the people. Because power and energy sector no always a bit many problems. That's a problem not bad. As government, I respect the people. How do you communicate to them? Because energy no abayene enye idea enye want to be a necessity. And so we have kwan we are see through ya. Nema bit say ensuo energy and internet. About basic essential, they are necessities that you can't do without it. So, per se, we are very competitive in the world that is emerging. Now, we advance our country to a certain level. These things, idea you can't do without them. So, on my be must make sure that these things, facilities are provided. And to a point, now, a buy not come and not Ghana for us say power in excess. As I say, when it comes to energy capacity, any issue be running into this intermittent power outages. No reasonable explanation out there is being offered. And then you ask yourself, say, a dear by Nekoso. Now adding to the government into me and country in the panel say, A, B, C, D is the problem. And for that matter, now maybe we may need time to resolve them. Another way, there is no communication. And then that's already light. And maybe I'm meant to say in the past by 1 week, I mean, yes, some lighters at 24 hours. You ask a bit to who no, and there is no respect. And I've gotten to a point as I buy no freezer at this time. After all, I'm going home. I didn't see what can you do? And you do no without. So you see, there is no respect. Nipana then no crown. And you see, there is this nasty political narrative. And I do not call for say Dumsor no. Na kwabra na kwatena radio so enye Dumsor na Dumsiesie. Enye Dumsor Dumsiesie. You could see clearly say these are people who have decided to just play on the minds of the people. Because they know say Ghanaians are emotional, most of the people are gullible people. So it's just a matter of swapping one semantic for the other. Just to create a certain political value. Be everyone who say enye Dumsor na Dum something. But the rate at which power outages no cost no. It's so nasty and frustrating. Among for near my say numasem yet na internet outage ben knock a lot of people out of business. Uber for a from now no interview they will tell you that all deals they went through within those days. And some of the telecos not to me and certain capacity of my coming on stream, but still challenges in us for your energy sector crisis yaman for no, and also other economic downturn I have on businesses, on individuals, and even on household. And we are buying away serious problem no, just open up, let people know what is happening. But because some of us are very much convinced and your power, electricity, and your power, your capacity, it's a matter of say economy are messing up left, right, center, and there is no money to pay 7 hours to me ama machines now running. Because when him IPPC, they just shut down their plant. T1, T2, oh, so mudundum na ye asogli. China for ya moye. And how no more doom because they say government own them. They are not willing to pay. And the only language are buying tias here, na say you doom no. And the munya doom no sa na buying per crime so I resist cannot come on, then they'll come on stream. So say when your power in excess. Now even if you can't even manage the excess power. You can't even buy petrol, gas, and so forth to make sure say these things are running. And at this point, you don't care because you think you are going home and whatever the people do behind them far. I think that is the kind of situation the government is not coming clear. And I'm happy say the PRC is asking say government should come out with a timetable Ghana for are not saying say don't men doom light, you know. They are saying say give them a plan, a timetable. Every many planning the daily activities. Say business no be here. I'm running cold store and so for here. That's all car. What the person will have to do is maybe alternative source of power and obey your cry as a backup. And then only say the business, you know, and yet yes, ever say. But in the situation we find ourselves, you know, there is no communication. Nobody is saying anything. Or to one light in a doom. And I say, baby, I'm a war and I don't light in a call off there 4 times. A court never. If there is a genuine problem, you see, when you're a magician, a wubu minor. If there are problems, just tell the people that challenges, because we can't be facing a problem for about 2 or 3 months in a continuous streak. Now one can't tell for say you doom says what is it? Because governance and you don't communicate to the people. It's something we are all involved. So whatever the problem is, let people know. But you see, the fundamental challenge that you work with this Dumsor issue, economical. You know very well. So the energy sector, when I had the bar, say, yeah, the babutia, ya cannon as a for them. No, I know the day, no, and then I'll quasi. A cockasy come in, a yada quasia, why the air bubbles here. But the idea is say that particular platform, no, you form a consortium of banks are buying the Omoka. So whenever money no dividend in the bump, then they will take the money and share among or more Mokano. Sabia say a count free then the tax in back up. And the energy sector we know say this here and other critical way or money nurses come get fund is come. There are several other way ya special purpose vehicle in ya collateralize the and there is no money that is coming from anywhere. And all we have to do is say when be ebe faso ya sika kakra na ewo atimamufo ho no ye be faso ayefru omo no. That is what the government is doing. But you see, we create government for the sake of convenience. Ye for me aban sabe ye oba to nema ye nhihye sabe ye atimamufo no omo beto omo ye for me aban say omra amanfo ho makiro mo. We do it for convenience sake. Sabe ye bit law and order will prevail. But consistently, so we have abrabo Ghana for nemu ene. Now we say the economy not titia pansam. Now we have the abrabo abaimum panim for air bar. It doesn't show. Say but really the people are suffering. Critical infrastructure where we have to allocate resources to ensure say or mind be nice no, there is absolutely nothing. And now no internet outages by ye and on I click a minister to come to the realization say then we need an alternative source of energy, alternative source of internet. So over the years, nobody has actually sat down to do any risk analysis, do certain evaluations in case we are away, say a go offer. What is the alternative? Because as a leader, you must be proactive. You must always pry on the future, peep into the future. Sabia will bring a certain understanding. Now we're creating solutions in case it happen before we get there. That is the whole essence of leadership. By idea, a knee-jerking reactionary kind of leadership. And I didn't see the panic, a cow including the minister. That is why government hands were tired in the midst of the internet way, because there was absolutely nothing that government could do at that point in time. Even communication issue to tell the people what has happened. Government had to rely on the telcos, who also have to rely on the cable network operators, because cable now you can MTN for the Vodafone for the they have providers almost leverage sell it to people. So a third party and I rely. So government can do absolutely nothing. So ask yourself over the years digitalization and then digitalize paperless. And answer apps and then digitalization, critical infrastructure, the digital infrastructure where you have to do critical investment. Sabaya, I told the name of it. With me, I rely on because my not critical infrastructure like power. Near bit say internet. Now only if you economy look like you win some and foreign external influence, when I say external power be massive control. Ask yourself, say businesses here, go to your banking space and all the major banks, all the industrial players are foreign banks. So ask yourself, say, if something happens, because when you say Russia air attacking Ukraine, most of the American corporation pulled out of Russia. So just imagine something happens, maybe there is certain political instability via to Ghana. And all these major corporations decide to pull out from this country, including banks and other way. Because I was a Ghana bedding because it's a possibility. the Russian example no should give you that perspective. Russia me survival here because I don't know we're building an economy around or one kasa foreign ones no will only come to complement. By a high BBC says all the banks cause move out. Because I was a better survival. All the telecos will come here, but you only. So just imagine, say empty and something has happened. There is political instability, war be because and answer maybe I did money be because now empty and Vodafone as if we decide to pull out. So these are some of the things as a reasonable people know we need to sit down and strategize. But leadership now another way, it's not about these priorities. It is not about building anything for the future. It is about say you make it secure for ourselves. Tigo, look at the narrative around it. As at now, you name the only. And there is this whole controversy. Minister no continue radio so common clarity are all clear. The confusion and the misunderstanding around the deal. So we are the average and ordinary Ghanaian being better understanding. Say, you take what this company say the city, no, yeah, the stories. Obi from one time investing room. How much did the person invest? Obi and look at the telecommunications sector. So I think we've come to a point that we you to not realize they say beyond politics, no, there is Ghana. Ghana na a priority. But the way a manner or minor corner. Because you know, I am messy into partisan politics and you know, am I a lose guard on other sensitive and critical areas? And you know, this is the time for us to come to the realization, say we need to build this country and sana adibia be because Europe ne other places are man for a Kokoba brano. Say can depend and build there. We are so to so why can't we do the same thing when indeed the resources in our Africa has said no, most of the European countries countries like Germany after the Second World War, Germany was in shambles. Germany was in fragment. It was America through the Marshall Plan and I say allocate sika. Say young build the Europe. That is why America that had that intrinsic relationship with Western countries never way, no, and then your friends America, no, because they built those countries from the scratch, including Germany. UK had its own share, and several other European countries, and then even the Eastern Bloc, no, some of the countries receive those packages. Even the Turkey. That is why we are one of the earlier countries in the your friends East. I'm joining NATO. Be seen me now, so an investment I obey no and then a ama sabi or mine will be a person oko because what investment are we doing? We have all the resources, you will go, you will diamond, you will way, but and power outages and there's nothing that we can do. And with your communication in some sometimes it's very nasty. And the also and the Yesika Penn as a forum, and Kedru be saying, and as anti-video to her nano letter out of the Parliament. You see, may flip your way in just to send you a message say the people ruling us do not respect anybody. They think that it's business as usual. And this MPP politics and it's just a matter of controlling the narrative and getting people in the media who also your friends saying you ever bought that a particular chidom no. Young crow for ya see from traditional media houses, ya hatch a radio owners. Radio. So look at the kind of the way they try to skew the narrative. Some favor a particular government because we don't like the other guy. So it is about tribal, emotional, that kind of personal alliance, and then some kind of affinity. And they drive our sense of politics, our sense of governance, and our sense of leadership. But the core issue, fact in our grounds, so I can say, we are ABCD, you know, we need to go this line, we need to go this line. No? We are not interested in those things. And here, if you peep into the future, you see that there is no future. There's no light at the end of the tunnel. And then all the critical sectors, education, like I said, the city here, now no joy for a documentary. You have an empty bowl. Another way, we need opportunity to see what kids are eating in school. And you see, if I dance at 40 and cry in their formative years. I think now, or get exposed to a lot of things. Even political orientation when you're far from school. Because often there is nothing like politics. When they get their interactions, that is why they conceive those political orientations. And then I say for no. At that age, now we're exposed to this kind of food. Teacher need be frame. Or say ya butter. And they all know Gary, not that come another school. Now I did beans. Now we were your friends saying rice, not that sugar. This is the real situation. But you can't even talk about it because he said, if you mention my name, These are the real situation. Now when we are now cranodios, could not be say, you say nutrient abwa for your friends saying the brain cell development. Said Nipano, this I be anyway, I don't bear no open your never school of this idea. And see, Abaya struggle to survive. So that is where this greed in our politics let's start from. And you know, now you're one man for himself, God for us all. That kind of contest, you know, everything to them is a contest. So until say we pay attention to this thing, nobody is criticizing say free SHS in Yana. So by your question, I can say you can roll out free SHS when indeed there are some people who can even pay and pay extra. So you strategize. The last time I was telling you, say, Opa entrance is a CR. Now you certain economic analysis based on household. You better individuals who will be willing to pay for their kids. You better corporations and industries. Another way, who will be willing to sponsor people. These multinational companies like MTN, Vodafone, no, you know, music, some my who TV, so I know more sponsor. So we are government, now we are serious. Can't you even say if MTN is going to adopt 10,000 SHS students and pay for their fees, any social corporate responsibility? Because the government is presenting nothing to them. So at the end of the day, no, they are also investing their money in where audience, and that is bringing society no value. So we are government now we are serious, and when you strategize and do these things, multinational companies who will be willing to sponsor, and then parent and then people are here free SHS, you know. Later you realize that only a few, and the government can accommodate. These are some of the strategies what chance to evaluate. By the other day, you know, you're promising the people so we'll give them free SHS. So whether rain or shine, whether the economy is in shambles or whatever, no, we are rolling out because a political reparation package and you cannot see the baby and look at the state of the economy today. So I think we need to be very serious. Power crisis now yet government need to come clean. You say and yet capacity assem. Whatever the challenges, you know, they should tell us what is the length of it. Not Ghana for a timetable, no matter Ghana for no Sabia man for Buhu, Panya Faswa, yeah, Rangy and Nema. Let me tell you. My laptop, I say, because of these things. My laptop a jar from the whole MacBook a jar from Marcelo and all core repair won't see almost bear 10,000 as so I can't see them all because of this thing. So it's a challenger and a sister oh Hana Kobana Mania. Obian who are Kobana Mania, I say quack. These are the challenges. Maybe the make and there several other people are there a jackrabbit to film as a former national as a form. So tell the people say this is the real challenge. Area where for a bedroom light, many people know how to organize themselves. And it is so bit of radio so a dog was so dodgy. Events saying Dumsor now. Just a offer mammy, you know, about Quati Hana Quati and two fra. They all like Omudumu light. That's what so one whole situation every mobile. So I think that we really need to get serious. And the politics and the politicization of it, you know, it's so nasty. You see, these are people who freeze Omunian Sachen Yobia. Dumsor are riding on to do campaign. You demonize it, Obise, Muhammad are creative, we know. The same situation, people don't want to accept the responsibility. And that is the raw deal I can want them. As a leader, you need to own up. Accept the problem because another way, so Oko Omwa, Oko, friends saying, Obia Monome and some Oko that anonymous way, no. Okwa, the first thing that you need to do, they say, Omeka say, accept it, say, one kasa we are responsible for whatever they have done. Because until so accept, you know, you can't find out with any solution. So government need to accept. So this is a challenge I confront you know. After that, you know, and they may review a solution.
Okay, alright, Ivan Kyei innocent.
Dedi kama amena PENDREAM TV ase. Na so far so good. Say open online portal e wo Ghana. Nipa share, nipa follow, nipa comment here. To my best of knowledge, without any biases, PENDREAM TV.